There we go. Hello everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
He is your mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service, along with...
Dervalor the Croton Armorer, I guess now.
Yep. Okay, this time it did work because I changed it beforehand. Yeah, Ram is late, but he said to start without him, so they'll probably just jump scare us halfway through.
Yeah.
And yeah, welcome back to Mass Effect, where last time, Shepard became a Spectre, and now we've got our own ship, and it's time to hunt down Saren. Okay, but first, of course, chatting with everyone on board.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Okay, what can you tell us about the stealth
Fill me
system?
in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Yeah, to be able to see something like the Normandy, they'd probably need to be within a few 100 meters or so. But even then, they'd need to spot it against... Well, it is black and white colored. Also, hello there, Aurora. Hope you're doing well today.
Hello.
But still, it would take quite a bit of work or quite a bit of luck to spot it just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Okay, what they mean with blue shift and such, I'm trying to remember what I read up about it. I think there is an entry in the Codex about that.
Might be.
But yeah, basically when stuff is traveling near light speeds, it's basically like a visual Doppler effect, if you've heard of that.
What happened? What happened is I got turned into a Kurgan.
Or an approximation of one, and yeah, Drakir just stole someone's hat. Okay, but yeah, basically the Doppler effect is like with sound waves. If a source of sound is moving towards you, then assuming that it's a continuous source of sound, so not just a single note or such, but when a constant source of sound is moving towards you, then the air waves of that sound basically get pressed together as they head towards you, whereas when it's moving away from you, they get thinned out because, well, they're not being pushed by the ones behind it. And
Does this have to do with anything with that transformer?
Not that, but with red and blue shifting, it's basically the same, but, well, on the visual level. And if so, so yeah, when pushing forwards, or when a source of light is pushed forwards like that, I believe it's supposed to be, well, red shifted, as in the color shifts towards red and such. And when it's moving away, that's when it's supposed to be looking, seeming blue. I know that the loading screens on Mass Effect 2 confirm that, because you get to see the Normandy in FTL travel from both the front and the back with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. or the Cherenkov radiation. I've heard that name multiple times, but I'm blanking on what it exactly means.
Yeah, I can't say I've heard that one before, but I'm sure I'd understand it.
But yeah, with the Doppler effects, it's basically why sirens sound different when they're coming towards you than when they're heading away from you.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's ask some personal questions.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Speaking of,
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
do elaborate.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
I'm not sure.
do it.
I'm not sure if he covers it or if the Codex covers it, but I believe, if I recall right, the Normandy is also a human Turian design, so it's not actually one race.
Yep. And yeah, the discharging, basically this thing builds up electric, static. So, yeah,
Aye, aye, Commander.
get too much of that and, something gets zapped.
Yeah, we can actually kind of see that by looking at the core itself, too. That little spinny thing.
Yeah, everything of this being powered by that micro star of Ezo.
Yeah, like no wonder it would microwave everybody if it went too hot.
Yeah. Let's see. Aurora. It's when particles travel through water faster than light would travel in water, but it's still slower than speed of light. So it causes bright blue flashes, and if enough particles are there, it sustains some kind of blue glow. Usually comes out of reactors inside the core. So it's similar to what is happening with the core there. Okay.
That's interesting stuff to learn.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Yeah, which was, 300 years ago, so you can imagine how much effect 3 centuries of wear and tear would have on a vessel like that.
I can't believe
Yeah.
your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Okay, what can you tell us about
Tell me
Quarians?
about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Okay, we can go into this quite a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Okay, that avoids, well, turning it into a military dictatorship.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Quarians are, well, similar to the Krogan. They are basically teetering on the edge of extinction. See, because, well, 17 million Quarians, that's probably... There's probably plenty of planets out there that have more people of that. Actually, I think at this point there are more people of that, like, there are more people living in the Netherlands than that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You could put them all on a planet and they'd probably not see each other. They'd probably not run into another one of them for months. Okay. What about the Geth?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Well, different perspectives on the same matter can lead to new insights.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
I get the feeling with these, it just gives you this. It just leads to the same place, just
Yeah.
with a different question. Anyways,
Yeah. I think it's basically different ways of asking the same thing.
yeah.
So the Geth share brainpower?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So yeah, mechanical script.
Yeah. With a lot more brain power.
Okay, so it's not the same question leading to the same, 2 different questions leading to the same place. With this, we're digging in deeper, whereas this just jumps to the next topic.
So there's
Yeah.
some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Yeah, because, well, typically when, well, that's basically mechanical slaves start asking questions like that, it doesn't turn out well, huh?
Yeah.
Let's just look at every single cyberpunk story ever.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, you kind of... So you basically went from, they're going to rise again, they might rise up against us, to, well, they're definitely going to rise up against us.
Yeah, is basically what she's telling us the assumption was.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It is kind of this, but also, well, they did almost genocide the Quarians, so let's just ignore that little point and ask about the pilgrimage instead.
The real question also still remains as to why the Geth didn't give chase.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Okay.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Okay, probably something I've only now realized due to the upgraded textures of, well, the Legendary Edition, and maybe it helped with the mods, but basically everything except for Tali's faceplate has scratches in it.
Yeah.
And we can't really view it like this because, well, Shepard is hogging the camera, but...
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
About goodbye.
See you later.
Maybe it is just me on this one, but it kind of looked like Tali's mask is a little more transparent than it is in the next games.
Probably. Like, you've always been able to see at least her eyes, but... Again, it could be from the Legendary Edition or from the mods, but you can now see some markings on her face as well.
Yeah, I do remember one time when I was doing some searching, I thought I saw someone make a claim that apparently they could have swore in, I think it was 2, they could have swore they could see Tali's mouth moving through the mask.
Maybe a bit. But yeah, I think that is about everyone we've talked to. So... let's head out. Okay, the Citadel, supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Proteans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium Ring. Total length 44.7 kilometers. Diameter when open 12.8 kilometers. And a population of 13.2 million, not including the keepers. And it weighs about 7.11 billion tons.
Yeah. I can't help but imagine kids on the Presidium and being like just jumping for the sake of it. Like, let's do some moon jumps while we're out here just for fun.
Probably why you're not allowed to jump in the first place.
Grab something. BRB. Derby.
Yep.
Make sure the captain doesn't die, and don't snap the table in half with your beak.
Well, if I do, then you probably have heard about the headbutt.
Okay. Now these little signs are, I believe, from one of the mods that I added, just to keep track of where everything is and such.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Artemis Tau is where Liara's dig site is. Then, let's see. It's not actually saying where the other two are.
Yeah. Oop. UNSC mission survey team, but I'm not sure if I remember that mission. Oh, UNSC.
Oh, well. Let's go get ourselves a third, or not a third, our last team member.
Yep.
And I'm back.
Oh, hello back. Welcome to Mass Effect.
Welcome to the Normandy back.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
And I maintain that I prefer the warp sound effects from the relays in 2 and 3 better.
Okay. Now, we get to explore around some, so let's start from the outside and work our way inward. Let's see, Fargalus is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Okay, it takes over a century for it to orbit. Okay, and a day on it would take 19 hours. Let's see, gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of xenon. Yeah, we can survey planets, see if there's anything of interest on them. Patavig. let's see. Yeah, some of these have very short descriptions because, well, what can you say about a damn gas giant? Well, you've seen a second, two of them, you've seen all of them basically outside of, well, coloring.
Yeah.
But yeah, the terrestrial worlds are of course a whole lot more interesting. Hadavig is the second of the Macedon system's the Macedon system's giant terrestrial planets, and by far the more interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonium, in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Hadavig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the Systems Alliance and the Volus' patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Okay, its orbit is 11.3 astronomical units away from the Sun. I don't know exactly what that is based on. I'm going to presume the Earth's distance, or maybe.
I assume that's the AU. I actually read on the AU thing before, and it's just a general thing that's existed in like our own science, and it's astronomical units.
Okay.
Pretty standard.
Astronomical unit. Is a unit of length defined to be exactly equal to a lot of numbers. Let's see, 1.4 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 zeros. And yeah, it is the distance of the sun, of the Earth to the sun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 70 years for 1 year on it. Okay, 11,000 kilometers wide, 30-hour day. Oh, very high pressure, yeah. So, yeah, this would definitely work for the Volus.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, sometimes you can find something of interest in the asteroid belts.
Yeah.
Just need to move away for a second. Let's see. Light metal surveyed. While scanning this asteroid field in the Artemis Tau cluster, you detected a large deposit of titanium. Okay. And yeah, we do get paid for those, I believe. Porlan. Porlan is an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Macedon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough to be profitably mined, despite the heavy gravity. Nope. Someone ringing the doorbell for some reason. Okay, going to keep an ear out if I can hear it open, or... Yeah, someone already got it.
Surface gravity isn't quite crushing for us, I see.
Yeah, only 1.4 atmospheres, about twice as long a day. Okay, but it is freeze your ass off cold. But
Yeah,
decent gravity. Nope. Matriarch's writings recovered. You were scanning the planet Porlan when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings in its storage compartment. Yeah, there's collectibles that we can find all over the place, and some of these we certainly want to find.
Yeah.
Sharilla? Oh. Okay, level 1 pressure hazard. Sharilla has... Shargilla has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface... For a second I thought that was flipped around. Is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Convoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Shargilla has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide, dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Okay, 1 normal Earth here. 40 hours. Yeah, 40 pressure. Decent gravity and temperature though. But yeah, we can. Here you can see it. Blue shift when heading towards red. So I had it the wrong way around. And red shift is moving away.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can we can take to the ground, bring 2 people along with us, and well, here we're going to get introduced to a rather infamous part of this game, or of the original.
The first ever
the
tank.
Mako. Medal of Exploration 1. Okay. And yeah, we can go around looking for all sorts of stuff, but there is something here that we'll want to take a look at. Something as well there, an anomaly. And some debris over there. There are some things that would be of some interest that aren't marked. But for the most part, the most interesting bits are marked to be found easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Mako, it goes where we point. We can strafe.
You can. Yeah, strafing is my preferred method.
We've got a big cannon and an auto gun. Yep.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Which, if you know how to use whatever that is, looks like a door.
And this looks like an escape pod or some kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
At a distance there, it looks more like a door.
Let's see. How do we get out of here again? Q. Okay.
Oh yeah, we got a little
Electronic
timer
skill
too.
too low. Okay, Garrus, time for upgrades. Just face full of that. Oh, right, he doesn't have any electronics. Okay. Well, we can fix that rather easily. Return to Normandy, just like that. Okay. And yeah, then we'll just head back down with Tally.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah. Tally. And with Rax, that's, everything evened out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, can't skip this. It should drop us in the same spot.
Yeah, I think so, more or less. One thing I do like more in this one compared to Two's tank missions is in this one you can actually zoom the tanks next cannon.
Let's see, which button will that be then? Actually, I can probably just look that up. Keybinds. Anything like a zoom? Order attack, quick slot, vehicle. Control. Okay. I like that it also has a fall off like that.
Yeah.
Like we're expecting to take shots that long enough for that to be of use.
Was it? Yeah.
Still nice that it's there.
When I operated this in my own playthroughs, I didn't need the fall off. Usually I was able to sharpshoot even the biggest of Geth units from really long distances.
Yeah. And yeah, as you saw during the landing, this thing has thrusters of its own, which we can use to, jump if need be. Okay. Yeah. Tally?
But obviously it goes without saying, mind where you land, or we're going to have a repeat of Austin Powers.
Yep. Okay, yep. There we go. Shield regenerate on hammerhead rounds. Okay. What hammerhead rounds do, if I remember correctly, is that they put more force behind your bullets, so it's easier to knock enemies over with it, like with a shotgun.
Yeah, more forceful rounds.
Okay,
Thank
been
you
marked off.
for the mental image.
What?
Do I even need to explain it?
But just hammerhead-shaped bullets.
Yes.
Well,
Ooh.
think of it this way. Yeah, you're basically shooting them with a miniaturized version of a Krogan.
Okay, I don't know if that's new, but shift
no,
boosts forwards.
That is not new.
Derby,
I've just never found that before then.
What?
did you just make a jab at me?
Fuck that guy.
What do you mean, did I make a jab at you?
Look at me.
What?
Uh,
I don't get it. What the fuck did I do?
the crest. What? Okay, that one just spaghettified for a bit there.
I still don't get it. What about the crest?
Headbutts.
Well, I'm the Krogan here, not him.
Oi!
Yeah, he has a broken crest.
Oh, okay.
All
You want to
right.
get in a head? And I see Drakir wants to get in a headbutting match.
All right then. No use of that. Ow. Nope.
Okay, this is clearly something I must not have paid attention to in this game before in my own playthroughs, because I don't remember the Eclipse ever being here.
It could be that they were added by the diversification mods.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could have and maybe the diversification mod added this too, but I'm pretty sure the Eclipse doesn't actually hire Krogan.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely need to up. I definitely need to up my shotgun still if I can at that point blank range.
Yeah. That guy fell over pretty fast.
Let's see. Oop. Oop.
Sorry,
Rex is
slaver.
hurt.
I take
you go.
one look at that Asari slaver, and it's like, bitch, you're not big enough to be a slaver.
Then again, the Asari's strength does lie in their biotics more than their physical capabilities.
Yes.
Oop. I'll take those. We can...
The Krogan might stand a chance handset against them with their biotic capabilities, but not by much.
Okay, looks like we've cleared the place out.
Easy one.
Here. Okay, heavy and medium.
And if you ever decide hacking isn't good enough, just let me headbutt it.
Okay.
Oh.
Regroup!
You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, okay, nothing of
Right,
interest to
you can
say
close the bar.
about this.
Yeah. There was something
Okay, for a second I thought Tali got locked in.
there, the Krogan was highlighting, I think.
Okay, we'll see if that's... we'll look at that when we head back. For now... Let's see. I know that there's sometimes something hidden at the back here, because this outpost is a prefab, so we'll see it be repeated plenty of times.
Yeah. No unique buildings yet.
We discover evidence that the Asari leading these Eclipse mercenaries and Asara Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should go to the Presidium and speak to Nasana about this. Yeah, let's download that. Description too low. Or decryption, not description. Okay. We got all of that stuff from, well, gutting down the mercs outside.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Rex doesn't appear to have his points set, if I looked right.
Let's auto level that then. Okay. Assault rifles, shotguns. Yeah, this is the big difference between Rex and a normal Vanguard, is that he can use assault rifles as well.
Yeah.
Okay, warp barrier.
That's what I said with that. It's a Krogan thing.
Okay, so we can't even... No, we can't even try with Omni Gel. Oh well.
Yeah. We need
That's
to
just going to happen
bring-
every so often.
We need to bring someone with better hacking decryption skills.
Oh,
Or rather, we need to train up Tali a bit more in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if I forget, I should probably confess something to Derby.
What's that?
I'm the reason you have a snapping turtle head.
Yep.
Most of
Okay,
the two,
but-
I realized. Okay, I was thinking, what is most oakish reptile? And then I realized more and more that it's a snapping turtle. Especially when thinking about you.
Yeah.
Both are. Snapping turtle is armored. You're an armorer.
And I imagine it would have been
Wolverine?
too hard to.
So what do you want to say?
It probably would have been too hard to find a Krogan head that's not claimed in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're an armorer. Turtles are armored. Both are green. And both are, unlike other turtles, very aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if accuracy is of importance on your companions and such.
I think it can affect things, but it really depends on how they operate in their role too. So really,
And I think I said this in the past, people. Don't mess with snapping turtles.
Yeah.
People
Same
have
goes for-
lost. Go on.
no, you first.
I was gonna say, people have lost limbs to them.
Same thing with Krogans. Just look at that crest on Rex's head.
Where do you think their gears came from?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we head over there. And yeah, we can put up a little flag with right click. And yeah, what the Mako is most notorious for is just how freaking bouncy the thing is. And well,
Yeah.
how easily you can flip yourself or get stuck.
And like in the Mass Effect 2 tank games, it is also notable for how weak it is, like armor-wise.
Oh. Okay, there's a deposit of some sort over there that we can't see on the map. Okay.
Well, I think this is a light tank, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more an armored
It's ki-
personnel carrier.
It's kind
yeah.
of like the Nomad from Mass Effect Andromeda. It's not exactly a heavy tank. Like, it's probably heavier than the Nomad, but not by much.
There we go. Thorium.
Because this one, it's like, this is like a combat mobile tank, fast tank. Whereas the Nomad, I think it's more of a sporty exploration tank.
A scout vessel at best. Okay. An abandoned camp.
Loot.
Let's see. An Asari capsule. Okay. Just need to find the biggest opening or an opening. And there we go. Up another set of writings. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings. I have no idea how to say that, so that's probably the best. Okay, so we've got two of her writings.
I'd say just do what you've been doing and kind of pick an assumed sound to it. And stick with it.
Yeah. It's not like the game is going to tell us how it's supposed to be said.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've looked at that one, and yeah. No sign of the Sony's dig sites. So let's head to Athens, not Greece though.
Unfortunately.
Okay, though these stars are of course named after Greek states, areas,
love of-
Athens, Macedon, and what is the other one?
Oh, love of.
Knossos?
Gnosis.
Knossos.
I misread the
I
planet's
heard
name.
someone, but I can't see him.
Let me get.
Wait,
Hello,
shit.
man.
Rom,
Hello, Rom.
what you doing?
Anyways, how's it going? Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm covering Durban.
Yep.
Yeah, don't block
Okay.
it, man. I'll headbutt you.
Let me move you over a bit. There. Yep. Not that.
Wrong motion.
Wrong
No,
idea.
no need to spin the Krogan. There we
I'm
go.
not in a gravity well, you know.
There you go.
Anyways,
Oh.
what the fuck did you? Where the fuck did you guys go? Oh, God
What do you
damn it!
Oh, God.
You not pointed out, so now I'm required to.
I'm turned off
Guys,
gravity
guys,
here.
we lost him to the low gravity.
Help! I'm stuck on the ceiling.
There you go.
Okay,
Anyways.
back in the group.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? My brain is currently melting. Oh yeah. What the fuck have we done thus far?
We took the Mako out for a spin, and we found two sets of writing. And apparently, I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb mode.
Yeah,
Okay,
and we
luckily that
killed
was
some
not
Eclipse
caught.
mercenaries.
And we found the planet Uppsala.
Yep.
Oh yes, the Salamis class. No, wait, not the.
And I also criticized the diversification mod because for some reason we found a Krogan in the Eclipse that should not be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Krogan got really fucking wasted.
As in filled with more leads than a yard sale, probably.
Yeah.
He met me and he got headbutted.
Okay, Salamis, which I'm presuming you misread as salami, Drakir?
Yes.
Jesus
Okay. The geological properties of Salamis have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it. Due to its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere and proximity to the energetic star Athens, the equatorial daytime temperatures have been known to turn the surface molten. The crust is composed of iron with deposits of platinum metal and group metals. Okay, it spins around the star very fast, which makes sense at this speed, at this distance.
Yeah.
Though it itself spins very slowly. Okay.
So on the one hand, good for mining, awful for actually living there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if this thing was tide locked with the star, then they probably could have mined like around the equator or more the dark side. But since it is spinning, basically anything you'd put up there would need to be shielded to survive 520 Celsius days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
At
not
least
even a
decent.
Krogan can live there.
Yeah.
You know, there are some that probably have tried just to say
Yeah.
they did.
As we later learn, the Krogan are insane for what they try to do because of just how resilient they are.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm trying to remember something.
Until you do, I'll continue reading then. Proteus. Like the Hanar homeworld, Proteus has more than 90% oceanic cover. The incredible heat thrown off from Athens raises global humidity to 100%, creates constant cloud cover, and powers colossal typhoons that rage across the surface year-round. Hot, humid, and storm-racked, Proteus' rare combination of oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere and carbon-based biosphere nevertheless recommended for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the weather. So, wait, there's already one set up?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not one.
Capital of Ithaca?
It says colony, that's the year, not the amount.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, and there are 12,470 some things living here. So basically, this is a this is a Subnautica multiplayer server.
That reminds me, maybe we should play Baratrum or Subnautica in multiplayer.
Yeah, Subnautica is most fun when done with multiplayer.
Yeah, I suggested
Subnautica or Baratrum because I think
Baratrum.
Inner
Okay,
peace.
34. Okay, drink.
Yes.
Just going to steal a bunch of oxygen. Let's see, anything in the ring? Okay, nothing in the ring it looks like. Next planet, Nausicaa. Okay, isn't there a species in... I think it's Star Trek, the Nausicaans?
No idea. I do know there's a novel and an anime.
Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind. It's an anime.
Yes. All
Okay.
based on a book.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can't say I know anything about that, so.
Yeah,
I
me
have it.
neither.
It's
Okay.
good. Maybe
Let's
Studio
see.
Ghibli.
Alright. Yeah, let's see. Traces of sodium in the atmosphere gives Nausicaa its overall dark gray color, but it is otherwise a typical hydrogen helium gas giant. An abundance of water vapor in the upper atmosphere account for its white clouds. Okay. And then Circe, the gas giant. Circe is a modestly sized hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and chlorine. These give it its striking yellow-green tint. As the development of the Proteus colony continues, Circe will likely be developed for helium-3 mining. And
which I'm
we
guessing-
find some.
Which I think, if I recall by the lore right, helium-3 is basically starship fuel.
Yep. And Pharos. Distant Pharos has seen only a cursory examination by an unmanned probe. It has a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of carbon. Deeper craters have been partially filled by ice, suggesting there may be a significant amount of water locked up beneath its frozen surface. A large ice-bright crater in the southern hemisphere makes the planet visible from the inner system, leading to the planet's name. Okay.
Nice.
I'm guessing that might
Period,
look somewhat like an eye or something then?
Yeah.
Freezing.
And Jesus, fuck, the orbital period, almost 3 centuries.
Yeah. So in the time that the Geth rose up, this has only done one round. Turian insignia. Scans of the planet Pharos revealed an abandoned base on its moon. The recon team found nothing of interest, but much of the debris was marked with the Magna Colony insignia. Alright, if I recall correctly, there are some Turian colonies that went missing.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing here either. Let's head
Interesting
over
little
to
side note.
this.
While I'm thinking of it, interesting little side note. I don't remember if I found it in this game, but in one of them I did find a ice planet that had what I called basically space-age version of Planet of the Apes.
Okay. Bastos. Bastos is a small extraterrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little of interest on this desolate world. Okay, until they find the spice, that is. Okay, 2 belts. Oh, there we go. Another asteroid to mine.
More stuff.
Oh, platinum. Okay. Therum. And just from the fact that it has a picture tells you that it's going to be important, huh?
Yeah.
Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Okay, the colony was founded in 67. There are 34,000 people living here. The capital is Nova Yekaterinburg. Okay, 6.4 years, 28 hours. Okay, thin atmosphere, high temperature, but good gravity.
Just by the name, I'm gonna guess that the Space Russians hence named that one.
Probably. Also, I'm pretty sure the title of the capital alone gives that away.
Yep.
Okay, balanced squad.
And this is our Liara mission area, yeah?
Yep. Okay, just drop that thing off. Ensure that we don't bounce into the ceiling of this stupid thing.
Don't bounce too hard.
Some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Okay. Well, we'll have to make our way over there then, presuming that this was probably the safest place to land for quite a radius around us.
Yep. And I'm gonna say this in advance, watch where you drive, because I don't want to end up in a pool of lava.
By the way, ain't Berg in that spelling German?
Yeah, typically.
Potentially.
Could be that the founder was Russian, Russian-German, or Germanic-Russian.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess some combination of that, because it looked more Russian to me, but at the same time, I will take Precurious word for potential other names.
I still could be wrong though, so...
Could be.
Yeah. It's not like Bhatia there, where it was obvious that he was Indian.
Oh great, we've got bugs.
Hey look, spider tank!
Let's not drive into that. And yeah, these are the Geth armatures, aka the Geth walkers.
Yeah.
I misread
Also-
that.
What did you read it as? Geth arms?
Amateurs.
Well, they
Well,
didn't
they
know
are
how to dodge, so they are amateurs in the ways of combat, at least according to Piccolo.
They don't know how to dodge a tank driving straight at them, so you are right. That's actually one way I'd like to kill them in this game. Just frickin' run them over.
We should sneak around and pull its tail.
AKA, don't take that on head first, because there's a bunch of turrets facing.
I really wish we got a lore explanation for what the hell kind of creature he just described, though, because all we know is it has a tail.
Yeah. And probably a very armored face, or a lot of teeth.
Yeah, it's not like some threats we will face. I know that much.
Yep. Okay, 3 more. Okay. Bye-bye.
Boing.
Okay, looks like there's one in there.
Yeah, I'd say.
I'm trying to be cheeky. So there's still something else that way. Let's see.
Hand on the soundboard at all times for this moment.
There we go.
Oh,
Well,
whatever that was, he just.
It's
whatever that was, he
quacked.
just went.
Oh, we missed. I missed to use that one earlier.
Although
Okay.
technically it's wrong because I didn't see him fly out the window or anything.
Wait, what?
The fact that I sniped the one that was hiding in here. New pistols. Okay.
And I didn't.
I thought someone said ROM.
Nope.
Okay,
So I'm
I
pretty sure
think that's
Rom
all we
is
need
not
to do.
in the game.
What? Are you sure? I'm sure we could find a version of ROM somewhere.
Rex, why are you I'm guarding the tank, I'm guessing?
Rex, stop trying to do push-ups with the tank.
Yeah, we can open
More
that up.
stuff. And whatever
There.
you do, don't get stuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Side question, did somebody lose a wheel? Because look beside you. Yeah.
It's too small for ours.
We could use it as a spare tire in case we somehow get one shot off, I guess.
This is not my summer car. This is not my summer Mako either. Okay. Also, yeah, I do like that we can give them armors that are differently colored. There is a mod to overwrite whatever armor they are wearing with their original colors.
I would almost prefer that in some cases because most of the time I don't like the look of the alternate armors.
Yeah, taste can differ on that. I don't mind this one for Tally. But yeah, our original look I do like better than this one.
That is yet another reason why I prefer 2 and 3, because at least that lets you customize the color and the look of your armor.
Yep.
With some exceptions.
Actually, do we have points? Yeah, we do have points ourselves. Let's see. Where?
Upgrade
There.
tactical armor. I'd say unlock tactical armor and then maybe go for barrier.
There. Okay, let's work towards medium armor because, well, it's kind of important that we stay alive. Any level?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you do have levels. Okay, there, advanced warp and throw. Yep. And Tally.
Are we able to upgrade to reach heavy armor ourselves, or?
No, we're Vanguard, so only medium.
Oh. Medium at best, yeah.
Okay. Also,
oh yeah, I remember it's
heat sink.
Oh.
Okay. We
It's just
don't
the
need
soldiers that
an upgraded assault rifle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Missed that. Okay, good thing I got rid of it quick. That was a rocket trooper.
I was just about to say, was that its rocket launcher or its arm that fell was what I was about to say. Because something fell and it was not dissolving.
Okay. Now that I did that, I'm hoping that those turrets can't turn around. Like that is typically a bit of a rule, though. If a turret is gimbaled, it'll typically able to turn 360 degrees. They're typically not as strong.
I was gonna say,
open fire! Open fire!
There's some. I think one of the mods I wrote was one that actually limited what weapons you and your teammate would use based on their class.
Yeah.
There goes another spare wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Captain, we probably shouldn't be bringing the spare wheel with us.
Yeah. Okay, I know that. Let's see. Yeah, with our teammates at least, it limits. Actually, it does not limit it. Okay,
Yeah,
I had that wrong.
Technically speaking, everybody can equip all weapons. It's just that
They suck with some.
and accuracy. Yeah.
Yeah, but like if a character is trying to use an assault rifle but isn't but cannot be trained in assault rifle use, they're basically kind of useless with it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as we can use every weapon, but our functional accuracy and power with it is limited.
Yeah, but as I was saying, one of the mods I found that I wrote down was one that made it so that it limits both your and your allies' inventories depending on which classes they are.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I mostly use the... another dropship. I mostly use the mods that PC Gaming Wiki advised. To not overcomplicate things and basically turn this into a space Skyrim.
Well, yeah, but that's more just for the sake of, like, quality of life, so that a character that has no idea how to use a sniper rifle pulls it out and starts shooting at nothing.
Yeah. Yep. I was trying to be fancy and jump over those rockets, but they weren't going to hit in the first place.
If you're gonna do that, might I suggest aiming for a natural ramp?
Screw the little guy, I guess.
That little guy just be like...
Level. Okay. If I recall correctly, these bigger ones are called Colossi, and I think you can guess why.
Yeah, you can also run them over. It doesn't kill them, but it sure as shit stuns the fuck out of them.
Yep.
And makes them ragdoll.
I'm guessing in part that's because the Geth are too logical to think fucking ramming speed. Today is a good day to die.
Yeah.
They cannot comprehend it.
Yeah. But as I remember the future NPCs explaining to us, the Colossus are armature class infantry. So basically they're the infantry equivalent of a tank.
Yeah. The armature are more like heavy infantry, I think. Or more like an APC.
Yeah, like ultra heavy, like they're even beyond Krogan. So.
Oh, they're also quadrupeds, so it's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
Okay. I get the feeling I've played through the original game multiple times without ever figuring out that it also has thrusters to go fast forwards instead of just up.
Yeah. A good combination in any of the ones with the tank missions is to figure out the right combination of turbo boost and jump boost.
Yep. Everyone's going long. Okay. And of course, the fun comes to an end eventually.
Yep. And we're
actually no, wait. I have a stupid idea. Get back into the Mako.
Uh-oh.
Now go back. Down. Yes. Go back and let physics drive you.
Actually. Yep.
Oh damn. Invisible wall. Whatever you do, don't land on the roof.
Yeah. God, yep.
I mean, especially...
This thing has quite literal tank controls in that...
Yeah.
Well, actually not in that the typical way, but yeah, it basically wants to go where we point, and that can get confusing with trying to go forward and back and such.
Yeah.
And I just realized
also,
we don't have any sniper rifles.
Also, something I was pondering on those Colossi things.
What's that?
Are they basically not cyborg elephants or war elephants? Yes.
I guess.
Maybe.
They're more like cyborg giraffes, I guess. Because they're designed for a height advantage, not being tanky. Per se.
That one's already dealt with. Okay. Gotta get a good amount of money from each of these that we kill.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have some newer skills to put in, so there.
Oh, yeah.
There. Let's see.
Put the full list in there so we can
recharge everything.
Because we probably want to show off every ability at least once, too, yeah?
Yeah. And, well, Marksman, which is number 2 right now. I'm pretty sure it's easy to guess what that does, as we're being targeted by a marksman.
If I recall right, it doesn't actually increase your accuracy, it just makes your damage better.
And accuracy.
Oh yeah. Probably better for using assault rifles, where your accuracy is going to be even more all over the place.
Yeah, that one's
Or,
called.
you know,
Okay, Rex just exploded.
or, you
That
know,
one's
a
called
sniper
overkill.
Rex, we know you're a big boy, but like, come on, man. Get in closer. You're a Krogan. Do your job.
Regroup.
Get over here, you dumb fuck!
Rex, you're supposed to be the meat shield. What the hell, man?
There we go. Okay, a toxic round shouldn't really work against synthetics, but
Maybe against them it's more of a highly powerful acid.
Actually, that's probably it. Yeah.
Rust the metal.
Aurora, Rex is the meat shield, as in we send him first to meet and greet with our new enemies.
And maybe to harvest the meat.
Now let's take its skin.
One might say Rex can get to the meat of the problem.
Anything? Nope. Higher explosive. You've got high explosive and then you've got higher explosive.
Any higher and it'll be overboard.
Okay.
I know we won't see it in this game, but I remember there's a high explosive weapon I actually really like in the next games.
And now we meet these nuisances.
Yeah. Meet the Spider-Man, yes.
The synthetic frogs. And the colossi.
Take that thing out first. Actually... No, take out the infiltrators first. Because they can sharpshoot and they're
Yeah,
really great at flying.
those are also the snipers.
And they're also the source of the jamming.
Yeah, they're dodgy fuckers. Okay.
Yeah.
Miss. Ew. Oh, that disabled our medic. There we go. Okay, wait. Oh, that.
Okay, there is your shields. Let's back up.
Okay.
And yeah, really watch out for the melee runners.
That one was just passing by like it was a freaking picnic or something.
That's it. Yeah. And for some reason, I noticed that the Vanguard does not have its rather famous charge ability like in 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's the classes become more diversified next in the next game.
Yeah. Oh, that little cheating fucker.
Okay. Well, now it's just us. You. Where did that
Holy
one?
Jesus.
There they went.
Fix yourself. There we go.
Okay, luckily that the landing killed it. It looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one more in. Oh, there's there.
One thing I do like about this game, it doesn't matter if you throw them off a cliff. It's not like you can loot them, so.
Okay, heal.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing has a chain gun as well, so there's the sniper.
Yep. And both our allies are currently down, so.
Yeah. You okay there, Tali? Just muffled Quarian cursing. Actually, not enough. Okay, I think if your lift is strong enough, you can actually pull it off its feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like the other two games where you can't lift them off their feet because they have different armors that prevent that.
Let's see that. There's another one around here somewhere, but it doesn't look like it's actually can hit me at the moment.
Oh, I think you need to get closer. But I'm not sure.
Can I cannot save. But there you are. And there you go.
Away with thee. Yeah, that thing is taking a beating rather well.
Yep, no, it's just an armature. I thought it was a Colossus. Okay, at least it gives it away when it's charging up that.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, if that had been a full-on Colossus, that, yeah, would have been a lot worse.
Yep. And I'm guessing the reason why your medical thing wasn't reviving them is because you don't have the upgrade for it yet?
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Security briefing for EAE mining operations. Recent EAE operation logs in the Exodus cluster have flagged a series of unauthorized orbital adjustments to the asteroids designated for a prospective orbital station near Terra Nova. The trajectory adjustments do not align with our standard protocols and have been executed outside of our operations oversight. Immediate investigation is recommended. Okay, that feels definitely like an addition from the Legendary Edition.
Yeah. Investigation feels like a bit of an understatement considering they sent us.
There we go. Okay, you two can stop playing dead. Okay, to be fair though with you, Rex, I told you to move forward, but you parked your ass and got it beat.
Yeah. So movement AI is much smarter in the future games.
Yeah. But yeah, this game still laid the foundation for those.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember actually when it had it first released, I took one look at the initial release and thought, this doesn't look that amusing. And then I got into Mass Effect 2 and it's like, okay, now I gotta backtrack and play number 1.
Oop, jammed. Oop. Bye-bye.
Oh, no. Wrong response.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't originally learned about this game until 2 released, and yeah, basically I saw Angry Joe's video on Mass Effect 2 and decided to buy Mass Effect 1 and play through that basically on his recommendation.
Yeah, I remember back when I still had like regular old TV channels and stuff, and I saw the original trailer for this back at the original release date.
Rex being hopping mad for a second. Go on.
But yeah, like I said earlier, the initial trailer when I first saw this, I didn't think it would look that good.
Okay, we're lucky that it didn't still sell enough to actually sell, to get a sequel, huh?
Yeah, lucky that it actually turned out to be one of the most popular games ever. I'm actually more lucky on that front that somebody recommended it to me. That's like the main reason I got into it.
I'll take that. Just as I'm about to preemptively pull my gun.
Yep. And I know it says Geth assault drone, but that looks more like the generic assault drone, so.
Protheans sure build things, homie.
Yeah, I guess we found the Prothean bathrooms.
What's it?
Anything to say?
Where's the toilet? No.
Oh, they're a super advanced race, so they probably did some techno bullshit with it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
Who
never a
broke
good
the
sign.
elevator?
Yeah, I'm guessing we were over the weight limit. Looks at the Krogan.
Hey, don't look at me.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Okay, a fun little thing with this scene. If we had waited and gone to one or both of the other locations first, yeah, she'd grow more and more delirious the longer you wait. Because, well,
I didn't actually
traveling
know that.
back and forth takes days and such in universe. So,
Yeah.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil!
yes, we believe
I activated
that.
the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Your mother is working with Saren.
Okay, that's a bit of a
Whose side are you
jump.
on?
What?
Like,
I am...
not
I
even
may be
asking,
Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not
okay.
spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have
Yeah.
hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Let me fight him. Let me and Rex handle it.
okay, again, could be either from the Legendary Edition upgrades or from the mods, but this used to be a lot less distortive to look through.
Yeah.
So to have it actually, well, do that is nice.
I think it's a Legendary Edition upgrade, but I'm not sure.
Probably, yeah. Anyways, what did I miss? You guys meet Liara?
Yep.
We've met her, we talked to her, and well, Drakir now knows the situation.
You just missed that, Ron.
Yeah. Yep.
By a few seconds.
That was just absolute horrid accuracy. Okay,
Yep,
I feared it wasn't close enough for that.
Unless you're going to use powers, I'd say turn on marksman mode.
I think Ron missed Liara by 2 seconds?
About.
Probably.
Half a second.
Fly, you fool.
Fly, you foul.
Well, it's followed up its landing.
All targets down.
Okay. Let's see, some more loot to grab. Okay.
Pardon?
I don't think... Oh. Sniper rifle. Level 3.
Cool, you got something for long range.
Yep. AKA
Finally.
Fulgaris.
Yeah.
There.
Save it for Garrus because he's the best at it.
Okay. Well, we saw something to interact with there, so let's go have a bit more of a look as to, with this
What's
thing.
the worst thing that can happen if we just touch the laser button?
Yeah. My least favorite part of the game, but
Yeah, Simon says. I completely forgot that this is in here.
yeah.
Nope. There we go. Yes,
Okay,
the
that's
last
a lot
one.
cooler than I remember.
See? It's not like we deep fried Liara by accident. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit
Luckily.
improvised, but still.
Yeah.
Bum bum ba ba da da dun dun da 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 da.
Now I'm kind of curious what Prothean elevator music would be like.
Boring.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
What, you
We
didn't
have to get
see?
you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Which button?
It's a
Oh,
blank
that button.
slate.
And now, we have the most powerful biotic in the team.
Any idea how we get out of this place? There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
Oh, we already figured it out.
I still
Yeah.
cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Yes.
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Okay, there was less of an effect on her voice there with Tali.
Who's that?
Yeah, which is weird because I'm pretty
These ruins are
sure.
not stable. That mining
weird.
laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oops.
So, how much shit did we
have
just?
to
So, how
hurry.
much
The
history
whole
did we
place
just
is hidden
destroy?
in.
Yes.
Yes.
Joker,
A lot.
get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Without
He
Joker,
needs to
I'm
move
kind of.
faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Ow. And yeah, like I was gonna say, I half expected Joker to be like, "Yes, mom."
That would be something he'd say. Also, these two just having a conversation as we go up. Okay, could you not find the spiky one when you were looking around your armory of evil?
Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him.
Not this
Spare
time.
the Asari if you can. None. Doesn't matter.
Time to waste everyone. Fuck you.
You just put
Get
him
outta
back
here,
in the fucking in the back of the class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One thing to watch out for with Krogan
Run.
is that they like to charge.
Yeah. I was about to say, run, run, run.
Okay, I should have saved the lift and throw option. I should have saved lift and throw for when they would charge.
Yeah.
And
Pick 'em up
and
as he's
Rex
about
goes
to
down like a
charge.
sack of red potatoes. Yep. Your mic is cutting up, Ram.
Yeah, there was a lot of lag for a second there.
I'm trying.
Again, still,
You're cutting out.
and going very robotic, so, yeah.
And loud.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Okay.
And there he is again. Are you de-gethified?
But now,
Nope, still,
Still a little robotic.
Ram has been taken over by the Geths.
Oh no, the Geth have developed cybernetics.
Okay. Depicted. One of the many, many reasons why you'll never see me go cave exploring.
What's
run faster.
Tali must be thinking, I left a clean ship for this bullshit. And of course, the fucking Krogan is the first one out.
Yeah, the biggest guy is out first.
Okay.
There is an advantage to the Krogan getting out first. If a boulder comes down, he can smash it aside.
10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The
Search and
Normandy isn't
rescue.
equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Temporary delays.
Okay, sorry about that. Someone's shouting up to to tell me something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 50 years?
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why
you're a
my
teen?
research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I think what she said is she's closer to barely in her 20s.
Probably more like 10 or 15 or something, since she is about a tenth of their lifespan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've got my own theory on why the
And also-
Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
You wanted to say something?
I was just gonna say, Liara, it wouldn't have hurt to also have said no offense at one point.
Probably.
Wait, ain't she romanceable in this game?
Yes, by both sides.
Then I think that means that she's probably towards 18, 20 in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise...
An adult, at least, by their species standards.
Yeah, especially
Basically,
since
like Asari legal age.
Yeah.
especially since the game basically tells us that they track their age more in stages.
Yep. Okay.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Rex looking at her with what might actually be interest.
So literally, from Battlestar Galactica reboot, all of this has happened before, all of this will happen again.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down, only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Okay, one thing though, I believe typically scientists are supposed to base their adjust their theories based on what they find instead of going, I know I'm right, I'm when they can't find their conclusive evidence yet. Okay.
What if her evidence is the lack of evidence?
The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
But yeah, it would depend on the case where a lack of evidence could be used as evidence itself. But in general, well, there's nothing proving that I'm rich or something. But it doesn't mean I am rich. So might not be the best example, but
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Finally he speaks up.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I say we disconnect.
I was going to speak on that. Yeah, basically every time you can call the council, you can basically just hang up immediately again, and eventually they'll grow fucking sick of it. Like, don't hang up on us, disconnect.
That was fun.
There's probably dozens of videos on YouTube showing that off, but let's just be nice for now.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Also, the hollow effect here totally doesn't make them seem like they have huge eyes. Joker, when did you why did you put the kawaii filter on the HoloLink?
Oh, come on.
Okay. Oop. Point defense system codex. Alright. And the heat load monitor here. Okay. Now
And
let's
I'm not
see.
sure if I'm seeing things, but
Yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, in space, the way things work in space, you can't really be stealthy as you usually are. So what they would do instead is like cover their heat signatures at least long enough to sneak by, but then would have to basically.
Expanse of nothingness.
Yeah, basically, we had the brief about the stealth system that they basically trap the emissions.
Miles and miles.
Yeah.
Miles, with occasional star clusters.
But they have to like at some point discharge them, or else they burn up alive.
Yeah.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my metal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Yeah, you're especially annoying.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry,
What
Joker.
disease?
I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I mean, I like that sound when it's to my enemies.
Yeah.
yeah, I say it seems like up or
It sounds like it's scratching things.
I'm gonna try to disconnect, see if that fixes things real quick.
Okay. But yeah, Joker basically has the bones of a bird.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Okay, then who's your Batman? And still scratching.
What's funny is that's actually how a lot of military nicknames come from, usually in the Air Force, where someone takes something to make fun of you, or you do something incredibly stupid, and congratulations, that's your fucking nickname.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Is it like...
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can all guess. And just to be sure, how bad is my mic sound? Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's still messing up. It's not as bad as it was before, but yeah, it's roboticizing your voice somewhat.
At least not loudly.
But very scratchy. So
yeah. I'm not gonna I'll fix it if it is I didn't fix it, so.
Yeah, it's also getting hard to understand what you're saying, so
I need to
Let's
know
just
more about
continue
this
on here.
Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
So, just to ask a stupid question, you have brittle bone disease. Your legs basically break if you take the wrong step, like that one fish dude in that episode of SpongeBob. You know, the one where they deliver the pizza.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
And you decide, of all things, to be a Navy fighter pilot.
Oh, better than a rifleman, I guess, because then he'd have to crawl to the front line.
True.
Actually, the kickback of a gun would probably kill his arms already. Though, with Mass Effect weapons, there isn't much recoil, or not as much anymore.
You don't have to worry about recoil. You just still have to worry about, you know, the wind and everything else, and sometimes that your gun is actually pointed the right fucking way.
Okay.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Okay,
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Okay. And yeah, this is one of the cases where one of these questions changed, so we need to keep an eye on that.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Okay, another codex. Let's see.
Behind you, next to you, was there something?
Also, there was an interactable console behind you, right?
Yeah.
To the right. No, that's left. There.
Yep, there. Gunnery station. Okay.
There you go.
Does that mean that's where whoever's firing the guns has to go?
Probably.
I was trying to guide the captain towards that one.
Yeah, probably a good idea to also talk to Presley, unless we already talked to him.
I already did.
Elvis?
I know with not that
Yes,
one.
Commander.
Okay.
Carry on, Presley.
Yeah, pretty sure he has just one set of dialogue. With our squad mates, though, if we keep bothering them, they will tell us new stuff eventually.
I think Presley's voice at least changed. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's just an ME2 thing.
It's basically a good idea to pester most of your crew once every invasion.
Yeah.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Now, maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I didn't go through bot training for my biotics. Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Okay. So what is Jump Zero?
Garen Station, right?
Sorry?
What's it like?
No worries.
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Okay, go on.
But yeah, I was just gonna say that it's funny that I've never actually heard of the bot program until now, so this is a new one for me.
Okay, your mic has
Okay.
fixed itself, it seems.
Yeah, sorry, I had to. I just came back. I was eating, so I switched to push to talk. So now I'm back and I'm done eating.
I'm just hoping someone wasn't using the microwave because maybe that's what caused it.
Maybe. Wouldn't be the first time that something like that has happened. But yeah, some of your crew react differently depending on what class you have, what class you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
It's a time to get physical.
Had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess.
Sounds like she was special
Aiden.
to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
Okay. Now what about these initial exposures then?
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
Can't imagine why though.
I mean, it's not like we could just use the working results to make fucking psychics or anything.
Yeah, he did say that we're running out of people. They were running out of people to test with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, man. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Lower conversation, I think, because it might go romantic if you choose one of those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know my crew. If you don't want to go romantic with Caden.
I want to know everything my crew is capable of, Lieutenant. We're out of our element here.
If you say so, ma'am. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
You know, one of the things that's always kind of funny is that when you take, this is like a fandom thing, but basically, Keaton's considered the boring one out of like all the Emmy companions.
Yeah.
Which is weird considering he's pretty interesting overall.
I'll get to it when we get to like 3, I think, but there's basically a specific reason for it.
The Asari are remarkable, aren't they? Can you believe Liara is twice my age?
And yet you both look very, very ravishing. I am so sorry. What is the diagnosis?
I should go.
Goodbye,
The diagnosis is horny.
Is it wrong? Yes. Be very careful.
Yeah, I think I know where that is going. Yeah, that was me.
Get it over with.
I was reaching for the soundboard.
I was to say, what are you thinking?
Let's see. Yep, and your mic is fucking up again.
My mic or his mic?
Dervin.
Oh,
Not there. Okay, someone must be fucking around with the electronics in your place, but let's have a chat with Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Okay. Let's talk about you
Tell me
then.
about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I feel like we should be slightly offended.
In a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Keep going, Liara. I think you can fit your knee down your mouth as well with how far you stuck your foot up there.
If we keep going, I'm pretty sure it gets romantic, so I think middle or lower one avoids the relationship.
I think I missed something, but I looked away for a short moment.
Basically, just ended up,
one at a time.
She basically just ended up embarrassing herself further.
Yeah.
With what question?
What?
Yeah, sadly we can't look back on the date of it is, but yeah, basically Shepard is teasing her about finding Shepard interesting.
Finding her interesting.
Yeah. And Liara was unintentionally flirting with us in a way.
Liara was flirting with us the same way a scientist does. With absolutely no fucking idea they're doing
By
it.
the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Goes to collect the security recording later with selling the extranet.
Yeah.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Well, wiping out all sentient life would definitely be a way of shaping things.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think your mic is messing up again, Dervin. Might be best to go to push to talk. Because it keeps activating when you're not talking.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with someone using YouTube downstairs, but maybe.
Okay.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Okay, what about your species?
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
And yet you refer to your
species can mate with anyone?
Yes.
Mating is not
Sorry?
quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so you're monogendered, meaning you only have really one gender, but you also refer to yourselves as on the female pronoun, and you all just happen to be sexy space women.
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say they do go into sometimes they're like, this one is technically a male, you could say.
I think the female pronoun stuff is probably more from a translation and such, because technically speaking, well, all of the aliens are speaking their own alien language and such. It's just that the lip syncing is done for, well, to not have it be weird to hear one thing and see something else.
To not have, like, we see them speaking in English and it looks like, to not have it look like we're watching one of those badly dubbed Hong Kong action movies.
Like Jackie Chan's early work.
Yep.
Like, those first movies of his that were translated are so blatantly and hilariously voiced over.
Yeah.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
And now for
So
a
there's
very
all-
personal go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say. So there's always a little part of your partner in you. Liara was the one who phrased it that way.
Yeah. Well, the incel community probably had a whale of a time with that line, huh?
Probably,
with all
yeah.
the bullshit they. I wouldn't even say they believe; they just conjure up bullshit as excuses. Anyways.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Okay, let's be honest, this question here is just stupid because how else would they have reproduced before meeting other species, huh?
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, leads to its own set of things happening as shown in basically the sequel.
Yeah.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
And yet there is people here who will literally scream about being pure-blooded because they don't get vaccinated. You insane fucks.
Okay.
Moving on.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Well, that's gotta lead to some daddy issues, though I'm guessing they figured out some way to...
I just
therapy
realized
that.
something.
Hmm?
What if the dad's a Solarian?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awkward because they live so short.
Yeah.
Like... We'd have to check up at what point Solarians are considered adults and such, but... Yeah, then they... Even then, they actually probably quite shorter than human years, but yeah, that'd still just be probably 1 or 2 decades that they can be together.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, if I had to assume, I'd say that the Solarians are probably considered adults at anywhere from 12 to 14.
Okay. That is everyone on this deck, so we go below deck. Alright. We are getting towards the end of the stream again. Okay, but honestly, we'll probably be ending quite a few streams on the Normandy.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, many times.
Probably a good idea to do that.
Yeah, it would be the safer place to end things off.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
You're kidding.
That's a fair
I
point.
think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job. out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Okay.
I didn't know Saren was
I mean,
openly recruiting mercs.
Mercs, so...
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
This is how I can tell Rex is pretty good, because he had a pretty quick judge of how Saren was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a merc fucking off before they even get paid. Yeah, that tells that for one they are smart and they value their life more than credits.
Yeah.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Okay.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Yeah, a biotic like you could probably play fucking bowling with Volus guards.
Yeah.
If it even was
Volus
Volus.
style.
Yeah, guards.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So,
Damn.
yeah, they saw something on there
Rex.
that they weren't supposed to see, or
Shepard.
Or whatever the hell
right after.
or whatever the hell they pretty much were told was basically one of those things that the second you get them, you're then terminated, pretty much because you were not supposed to know after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get a a notification on your whatever smartphone. I guess they have that sort of here, or you're actually
Omnitrol.
You just get a notification on your Omni tool that says you've been marked for termination by Skynet.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Yes.
I think we might have forgotten to talk with her on the first go around.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
No, I think you did talk to them.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Actually, with
That's
all due
enough,
respect,
Chief.
be more respectful.
You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Oh, okay, typically that doesn't cut things off.
Commander?
Yeah. That
Back
one
to
is...
talking.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it.
Yeah.
You want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Behave.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Okay, so yeah, accidentally cut off
Ma'am.
where we're going with that.
Yeah.
I had to ask. Does the community like her?
I
It's
think the
pretty
split
mixed as
between
far as-
is 50-50.
Yeah, it's pretty mixed as far as I know, but some people like her. I kind of like her romance. I've explored it once. She's nicer than you'd think.
Okay. Well, certainly someone who does have almost 100% approval rating, though.
Commander, how are you?
Being a bit stuttery, Garrus.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Goodbye. No, we're not going to be that rude.
Yeah, let's don't be that mean to our best buddy.
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough.
I can imagine.
But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Oh?
Huh, really?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Or ethics?
Technically not true.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, you can nudge your squad mates' personalities around a bit with how you react to them.
It's one thing I do like in the entire trilogy. You can definitely bump things around.
Yeah.
And as for top favorite squad mates, personally, I prefer Garrus, Rex, and Tally.
Oh, the aliens, of course.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
I kind of understand her concerns.
Yeah.
Like, if I were on the ship in the same situation, I would want to get used to engine sounds and the vibrations of the floor and all that.
Yeah, basically Quarian ASMR.
You're gonna have to get... It's like getting used to how... Like, if you live your whole life basically living the events of Battlestar Galactica, you have to get used to, like, the noise things maybe, because if something goes silent, you have to go, oh, fuck, what broke?
Yeah.
That, and it's like, all of a sudden, hear silence, and it's like, oh, geez, hope a rat didn't die in the vents again.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as for this line that's being outlined right now, yeah, the whole you don't know what you've got until it's gone thing, huh?
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Yeah, you'll always find outliers who, well, find their own way.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell where the direction of that is gonna go for Romance Hunter.
Oops, some more lore.
It seems pretty.
Yeah, I think Adams wants to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Nothing new here. Actually, is this one new?
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive.
Yeah.
Have we done?
Did we see
What's so
that?
special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel.
Yeah.
We did this at the start of the stream.
Yeah,
which was 2 hours ago.
Yeah, dang it, I missed it. Wait, did you guys already do Pharaohs?
Nope.
I don't think Pharaohs comes up in this game, but
Therum was
no,
the
Pharaohs
planet.
is like the planet.
I thought we came to that one and it was just an entry with a survey point. Actually,
No, you're thinking of Pharos, not Feros.
Yeah, gotcha.
The one with the giant ice lake that somehow makes it visible from within the system.
Yeah, I thought something felt off there.
Okay,
Well,
we don't really have time for more gameplay, but we do have more codex.
Yay!
Well, I gotta use the bathroom right now, so you guys read that. I'm gonna call it here since we're close to the end of the stream. See you guys later.
I guess see you next time, Ram. And thanks for joining as always.
No problem.
Joining.
Thank you for joining, indeed.
Oh,
and movie's gone.
Oh. Okay, yeah. We must have checked the Solarians before one of the reloads or crashes. Let's see then.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station.
Yeah, that one we've seen.
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Okay, so yeah, basically they aren't the heads of their governments, but they are representatives with, well, a lot of a lot of political not leeway, a lot of political weight to throw around if wanted. But yeah, each of their governments could go fuck you, we don't listen anymore. Though, well, would be a bad idea probably.
Probably.
Okay.
Like, very
one
bad.
more.
Citadel space is an unofficial term referring to any region of space controlled by a species that acknowledges the authority of the Citadel Council. At first glance, it appears this territory encompasses most of the galaxy. In reality, however, less than 1% of the stars have been explored. Even Mass Effect FTL drive is slow relative to the volume of the galaxy. Empty space and systems without suitable drive discharge sites are barriers to exploration. Only the mass relays allow ships to jump hundreds of light years in an instant, the key to expanding across an otherwise impassable galaxy. Whenever a new relay is activated, the destination system is rapidly developed. From that hub, FTL drive is used to expand to nearby star clusters. The result is a number of densely developed clusters, thinly spread across the vast expanse of space, connected by the mass relay network.
That should really tell us a lot right there. Yeah. Like how slow FTL actually is.
Yeah, basically, we're just using the Prothean's public service network to go around.
Yeah, it's something that can jump so many thousands of light years that it's not even funny in an instant.
Yeah. Okay. Save. And with that, Oscar returns. Are you going to go on the bed again? He's been noticeably absent from that for most of the day, and he's checking for the towel. He spots the towel, and he's on the towel. Like, I don't get what it is about this specific yellow towel that he likes. Okay,
that's pretty funny.
It could be because I used it as a backrest for a while, so it likely smells like me a bit. Okay. Making doubly sure. Okay, but that'll be all for today. We'll continue with this on Thursday. If nothing gets in the way, of course.
Woohoo.
Alright. That was... Okay. Yeah, I don't... This will probably be cut off on the VODs, but for some reason, the launcher got green screened for some reason.
Yeah, that was funny to see for a second there.
But yeah, that'll be it for Mass Effect Legendary Edition today. But before we end the stream, of course, let's go look for someone to raid. Let's see. It is decently busy. Okay, let's see. We have Cider Delish, who is playing Etrian Odyssey 3 HD. Let's bring up the list of recent raids. Trim that down a bit to the last 5 or so. There. Let's see. We have Jimmy McGinger, who is playing The Legend of Zelda. Which one? A Link Between Worlds. Okay. Katie is playing Clair Obscure Expedition 33. We rated... Okay, I thought we rated Hisaya recently, but apparently not. They're playing Little Rocket Lab. Graham the Wolf is playing Before Your Eyes. Not heard of that one. Neither the one that Hisaya is playing, so let me mute this place. And then take a look. And then for the last two, we have Karenai, who is playing Anode Heart Layer Null. And okay, this Little Rocket Lab looks like a sort of more chill Factorio. Okay. Before Your Eyes, and which Halloween is playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I want to stream that one completely. Is it still considered? Do people still dislike it if they call it a blind playthrough? I believe first playthrough is preferred typically.
I didn't even know there's a... what's the term? Dislike towards that?
Yeah, I wasn't even sure on that.
I'm not even fully sure. Yeah. It might have just been some asshole blowing things out of proportion or something. But yeah, I have Metroid Prime 4. I have mentioned that during a previous stream, but I'm not going to touch it until after we have streamed the other Metroid games.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and this Before Your Eyes game is like some sort of therapy something, or I have no freaking clue. And yeah, that's about it. Do any of these sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
Your choice.
Yeah, up to you, I'd say.
Okay, let's go say hi to Cider then. Okay, I have played the first Etrian Odyssey, though not to completion. And I do still have both the Persona Q games, but yeah, those take forever to get through on the on medium difficulty. I probably should lower it to just the lowest to actually manage to get some progress. Though I did get to the 4th dungeon with that, at least, so I don't I don't completely suck at it.
Yeah.
Okay. /raid and paste. But before we get started with that, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Let's see. Thank you, Aurora. And I'm not seeing any named lurkers. Well. Did I? Yes. I think I skipped my usual bit. Thank you everyone who may have been watching live or later. And yeah, thank you as always, Drakir and Dervin.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
You're welcome indeed.
And yeah, Ram as well, of course. Let's see. We'll continue with this game on Thursday, again, if nothing gets in the way. And tomorrow, we'll continue with Zenless Zone Zero, where, well, we'll look for any side quests that need to be done before we fully start with Season 2. There is Zero stuff we could work on. And yeah, maybe we could even touch upon some of the temporary events that have been going on if they are of any interest. I think they have been improving with those because there were some before. Your mic is acting up again, Dervin, where you had to log in like a certain number of days to advance things, though those typically weren't really story heavy with it. Mostly comedy, but from what I've noticed, they've stopped doing those, really. And if you get in late on any that require multiple visits, then you can just continue right after your... you can just progress it on your very first visits, so you don't have to... You don't miss out. But yeah. We'll see about all that tomorrow, though. Yeah. Thursday, more Mass Effect, and Saturday... we continue once again with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And I do gotta say that I find it rather fitting that we have both of these big trilogies that have consequences that bleed through to the next, to the following games, that we have both of these going on at the same time, huh?
Yeah, that makes things way more interesting, for sure.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And they both have a rough first game, so another parallel.
Yeah.
I think at one point I actually confused, or I had confused that. What I think at one point I said something dumb like that BioWare made the Witcher games as well, but yeah, that not the case. CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
They are similar with these trilogies. We'll see which we'll like more by the end of it, though. Though they don't have to be rivals.
Yeah.
For now, though, that is about it. So...
I just hope we're able to start on time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Captain.
Okay. Well then, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And crashing Geth armatures.
And Eclipse Krogans.